calculating the numbers on a rental property. I really want to give this to you because I have this paper napkin analyzer, which I've done for years on the back of a paper napkin, but I'm going to show you how I put it into a spreadsheet, and I want to take a few minutes and show you how I analyze a rental property and how you can quickly determine what your cash on cash rate of return is, how much equity you're going to need, how much mortgage you're going to need, and what the investment actually produces for your investment. The key is all done with the numbers, and I show you how to do that right now. Let's take a look. First thing we want to write down in the analysis is the acquisition price. So let's say, for example, that the price of a property is $2 million. Once you know the acquisition price, based on your loan to value that the bank gives you and the relationship you have, could be either 70% or 80%. We're going to use 70% in this example. So let's say that the acquisition price is $2 million and you have a 70% loan to value. That means that you have to come up with 30% equity. 30% of $2 million, we just multiplies 0.3 times 2 million. That equals $600,000 in equity. So we have $600,000 in equity on an acquisition price of $2 million. Now, if you subtract those two numbers, $2 million minus 600, that gives you the mortgage amount. Once you know the mortgage amount, you can then calculate what the monthly mortgage payment is going to be. So 1.4 million equals the 2 million minus the 600,000. So we have a mortgage of 1.4 million. Now on this property, for example, let's say that the property will produce $350,000 in revenue each year. So if it has $350,000 in revenue each year, you can easily calculate the rate of return on this investment. So the way that you do that is your ROI is the revenue, the 350, divided by the 600. Now, 3 over 6 is 50, so this is approximately about a 55% rate of return. Now, if I was analyzing this paper napkin analyzer and I came up with a 55% return just by crunching a couple numbers here, I would take the next step. My criteria for analyzing a rental property is usually anything over 30%. I could syndicate it and bring in investors. So this, initially, you could see, we have a 55% rate of return on a $2 million property, making these certain assumptions. And this is what's called is your paper napkin analyzer. Now, like I said, the paper napkin analyzer is just your first step in order to see what the property will produce at stabilization. This does not give you the information to look at the cash flow over the time that you own the property in order to calculate the internal rate of return. You saw it. I don't want any analysis paralysis after what I just showed you. That's how simple it is. You don't need any fancy schmancy calculators. You can do it by hand. And that's how you make a decision in real estate investing. If you want to accelerate and start your residential real estate investing career, check out the Financial Freedom Protocol at kenvanlute.com and make it a great day.